The lone wolf, the black sheep, the master chameleon. Sigma males have earned themselves quite a few impressive nicknames, and for a good reason. They occupy the top position in the socio-sexual hierarchy, right next to alpha males, but kind of outside the box, or in this case, outside the pyramid. They live by their own rules and they never walk with their herd. Welcome to Dream Thinker, where we explore the psychology of different personality types. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe so you can be notified whenever we release new content. So in this video, we're going to reveal the top 11 characteristics of the Sigma male lifestyle. Stay tuned to learn all you need to know about the lone wolf. So, let's get into it. Number 1. Sigmas don't follow rules. They question everything and think for themselves, designing a personal code they live by, which they spend a lot of time and effort developing. They absolutely hate the word tradition, and never do things they find pointless just because their parents and grandparents used to do them. For example, a Sigma male wouldn't steal, not because of law or because he's afraid to go to prison, but because his personal code says that taking from other people with no right to do so is wrong. And if their code doesn't include that, they can skew away from law. You may find that the majority of male college dropouts are Sigmas because they logically break down the value they're getting from college versus the time, money, and effort they invest in it. Number 2. Sigmas put themselves first. Even though Sigma males can fit well into society and can be sensitive and sympathetic, they always put their goals and happiness over everyone and everything else. Altruism is among the least likely virtues you'll find in a Sigma male, and they're not afraid to admit that. You'll find them saying something like, "I'd love to make my parents proud, but I gotta put myself first." Number 3. Sigmas never trust anyone until they earn their trust. Law says the suspect is innocent until proven guilty. Sigma say everyone is guilty until proven innocent. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying all Sigmas have trust issues. I'm saying that they don't trust people just because some other people trust them, or because that's the polite thing to do. They value their trust and respect, and they feel like it has to be earned. Which takes us to number 4. Sigmas strive for complete independence. Because of their distrust towards people, they always feel like they need to survive on their own. A Sigma employee works at a company because he likes to, not because he needs to. The idea of living off the grid is extremely appealing to them. They'd love to live in a house that runs on solar energy, growing their own food, and making their own resources, because they don't even want to depend on the government for providing these things. A Sigma male is often liked and respected by friends and peers at work, but make no mistake, if he grows tired of it, he will leave. He never makes himself involved in such a way that would make leaving problematic. Number 5. Sigmas never give up. Life just cannot break a Sigma male, and that's a fact. They will always find a way back up and adapt. Sigma males are the best natural survivors out of all the male personality archetypes. It's very common for Sigmas to make a bold career shift or move to a foreign country and thrive in their new place quickly and easily. And while an alpha might quickly think of delegating tasks, if it gets too complicated or time-consuming, a Sigma would take it upon himself to adapt and learn the skills he needs to get the job done adequately and by himself. Number 6. Sigma males can be unintentionally offensive or brutally honest. People lie to make themselves look better, to hide a mistake or a failure they've made, or to protect someone's feelings and spare their pain. Sigmas don't really care about any of these things, so they just don't have a reason to lie. They have pragmatic views on life, and they don't sugarcoat stuff to make it sound better. They tell it like it is, and if it hurts someone, well, too bad, it's still the truth. They're humble, so they have no regard to title or status. They talk to their college professors and bosses the same way they talk to the janitor or someone who works for them, with respect and honesty. They have a mindset that goes, the only reason there has to be a guy who tells children Santa doesn't exist is the guy who told them Santa does. They hate television and propaganda, and they often try to educate people to think for themselves, ask questions, and find out the truth. Number 7. Sigmas are happy single. You're more likely to find a Sigma male single than in a relationship. It doesn't come from an antisocial mentality or commitment issues. It's the fact that they're hyper aware of the responsibilities that come with being in a relationship. Think about it. It's cheaper and more efficient to live alone, travel alone, and a partner can be the greatest source of happiness and fulfillment in life, but they can also take away too much time. The way Sigmas think about it is, if they're in a fulfilling relationship, they might feel so happy and satisfied that they don't strive to achieve great things. So oftentimes, they'd rather focus their energy and resources on themselves, at least till they think they've made it, and they're ready to settle down. Number 8. Sigma males are quiet. Unless they're with a group or super close friends whom they're comfortable chatting with about all kinds of nonsense, Sigma males prefer being the silent one in the group for a few reasons. 1. They don't feel the need to receive social validation, so when strangers talk, it's usually a show they put on to communicate to other people that they're eloquent, well-informed, or educated about a certain topic, or that they're funny, or kind, or whatever good picture they want to paint of themselves. But Sigmas, they don't really care about what people think of them. 2. If you're talking, you're not listening, and Sigmas love listening. And 3. Many people talk because they have to say something. Sigmas talk because they have something to say. Many people can't stand silence. Sigmas don't mind it, and they can even cherish it. They already have so much going on in their minds to keep themselves entertained. They often say things like, "I don't really know, I haven't thought about it," or "I'm not informed enough to have an opinion on this topic." They're not afraid to show that they don't know, they're not afraid of being judged, and they'd rather stay silent than talk nonsense. Number 9. Sigmas have strongly defined preferences. They don't like something or someone just because everyone likes it. They look within themselves to find what they truly enjoy in life, and they're not afraid to say it. So they have different tastes in music, food, art, places, and pretty much everything. You'd often find a Sigma male listening to songs from past decades or centuries, or talented underground artists not many people know about. And they like a genre even if it has bad reputation, or an association with a particularly infamous group of people. Don't get me wrong, a Sigma can like something mainstream, but because he experienced it and he truly enjoyed it, not because of the fact that it's mainstream. Many times a Sigma would find a famous art piece pointless or overrated. They might think, yeah, the Mona Lisa is great and all, but I'm pretty sure there are way more talented people in the world. And they're just not as famous as Leonardo da Vinci. Number 10. Sigma males have a tiny inner circle. He's not a people pleaser or a people person, and he definitely wasn't the popular guy in high school. Sigma males probably have a handful of very close friends they're probably going to have for life, and they often have 2 or 3 very serious relationships throughout their entire lifetime. This is because Sigmas value their own time and resources above everything, and they just don't want to waste them on someone who's not a good fit. They have a meticulous, almost scientific approach to choosing a life partner, and unlike alphas who might seek multiple partners for more social validation, or betas who have many short-term relationships due to indecisiveness, Sigmas are the most loyal and devout personality archetype. If they think they found the one, they will swim oceans and destroy mountains to keep her. Number 11. Sigma males hate nothing more than orders, or someone practicing authority over them. You know those kind of guys who stand up and start walking to the kitchen to do the dishes, and on their way you call for them from the other room. "Hey, you still haven't done the dishes yet. Go do them right now." And they go, "Well, now I'm not gonna do it." Yeah, these are Sigma males. Whether you're their partner, friend, or boss, avoid practicing authorities over Sigma males because there's nothing they hate more. And I'm not saying you should just allow them to do whatever they want whenever they want. Instead, try to find persuasive ways and appeal to reason with their own personal interest in mind, while also giving them responsibility, and also give them a proper time window to finish the task. Something like, "Hey, can you please do the dishes before 5? Cause that's when I finish work, and I'll start cooking immediately because we're both gonna be starving."